Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky's impending divorce has been hanging over their heads for a long time. Each of them is struggling to fully let go. It seems there's a reason why Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky have yet to finalize their divorce. A source dished the inevitable divorce has been hanging over their heads for a long time, but it's not due to a lack of trying. Rather, they explained, it has to do with details surrounding their assets being tied up together, which is preventing them from getting through it. Umansky, who recently snapped his collarbone during a skiing accident, shared a picture of himself in a hospital bed on Instagram, writing, "Let's get this surgery done so I can heal. Play hard, sometimes you get hurt, but the care here has been incredible." Although they're estranged, Richards rushed to be by his bedside. Something the source noted shows a lingering attachment on Richards' behalf that's making it hard to go through with the divorce, which is a very big emotional step for her. It's very final, they added, and it's safe to say there's some part of each of them that struggle to fully let go. Regardless of any old feelings this accident may have drawn up, the source confirmed there is no chance they are getting back together, which is why the former Flames, who split in October 2023, really need to get this divorce done and dusted. Even though they're separated, Richards and Umansky have remained committed to still doing things as a family periodically. It will be good for everybody to have this all hashed out and a settlement reached because while they're negotiating, things are a little awkward, they noted. Their goal is to be able to have plenty of family time despite their split. So the sooner this gets settled, the better. That way, they can move smoothly into this new normal. Obviously, there is still a very strong connection between them. Kyle dropped everything to be there for Mauricio, the insider concluded. Now, if only they could come together on a settlement. On the March 11 episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, paparazzi photos of Umansky kissing another woman, a signal their relationship was likely never going to recover, were brought up. "I got photographed, in the airport," Umansky shared. "You know that I would never want to do anything on purpose that would hurt you or the kids. I really am sorry for hurting you. I would never want to hurt you on purpose." Richards accepted his apology and told him she didn't think he knew the pictures were being taken, but she wasn't so sure about the intentions of the woman he was kissing. "I don't know that the other person didn't know that, but obviously that's hard to see," she explained. "But we are separated, and we're allowed to do what we want in this time. It's just strange." Talking again to the cameras, the reality starlet dished the photos really indicated to her Umansky was moving on with his life. "You can live in this la-la land for as long as you want," she continued. But that was a hammer on the head saying, "Hello, Kyle. He's moved on. It's okay. You're both entitled to live your lives." Richards, who grabbed a tissue and began crying, told the cameras, "I think about, how did we get here if we care about each other so much? How did we allow this to happen? Everything we built. This is like the rug really being ripped out from under your feet. Like I did not expect my life to go in this direction. But in seeing these photos, I think it makes it pretty clear that this is permanent, and I don't think it's going to be easy to come back from that." Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky's impending divorce has been an open secret for months, casting a shadow over their once picturesque relationship. The couple, known for their high-profile presence in the public eye, particularly on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, have long been admired for their seemingly perfect marriage. However, the cracks in their foundation, which have been quietly forming behind the scenes, are now impossible to ignore. For those close to the couple, their separation is not a sudden decision, but the culmination of a long struggle, one that has been hanging over their heads for a long time. While the news of their divorce has shaken fans and followers, those familiar with the couple's journey knew that this was an inevitability. According to sources close to the couple, the pair have been trying to keep their relationship intact for years, battling through various challenges. Yet, despite their efforts, their connection was no longer what it once was, and the desire to fully move on from each other has become a painful process. Have been through so much. a friend of the couple reveals. They've been trying to make it work for a long time, but at the end of the day, they're both in different places emotionally. It's not that they don't care for each other, they do, but they're not in love with each other anymore. And that's hard to admit, especially when you've been together for as long as they have. The couple's marriage, which has spanned over 25 years, has been marked by several highs and lows. They have built an empire together, with Mauricio running a highly successful real estate business and Kyle carving out her own identity as a reality TV star, actress, and entrepreneur. On the surface, they appeared to be the ultimate power couple, wealthy, glamorous, and effortlessly chic. Their relationship was one that many admired and aspired to emulate. However, behind the curtains, the stress of their public personas, business pressures, and personal issues had begun to take its toll. Many fans of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills have followed Kyle's emotional journey throughout the years. From her complicated relationship with her sisters to the ups and downs of her marriage, viewers have witnessed Kyle's evolution both on screen and off. Mauricio, meanwhile, remained the quiet, supportive partner, often taking a backseat to Kyle's reality TV career. However, it is precisely this dynamic, where both individuals are constantly in the spotlight, that has ultimately strained their relationship. It's been a struggle for both of them, a family member shares. There was a time when they truly felt like a team, but over the years, the distance between them has only grown. They have different priorities now. Kyle's career has skyrocketed, and Mauricio is focusing more on his business. They've become more like roommates than romantic partners. Despite this growing distance, the couple has been reluctant to fully let go of the relationship. They both appear to be struggling with the idea of divorce, reluctant to officially call it quits, even though the cracks in their relationship have been glaringly obvious. According to sources close to the family, both Kyle and Mauricio are having difficulty reconciling with the reality that their marriage has come to an end. Kyle has been emotional about it, a close friend reveals. She knows that it's time, but letting go is so hard, especially when you've built a life together. It's not just the end of a marriage. It's the end of a dream, a partnership, and a family dynamic that's been in place for decades. It's heartbreaking. Mauricio, too, has struggled with the idea of their separation. For years, he has been Kyle's rock, supporting her through countless trials and tribulations. But now, it seems that even his support isn't enough to keep their relationship intact. Both of them are still holding on to the hope that somehow they can find their way back to each other, a source says. But deep down, they both know that it's not possible anymore. It's just a matter of time before they officially make the decision. For Kyle, the thought of her family being torn apart has been a significant source of pain. As a mother to 4 daughters, she has always prioritized her family above all else. The thought of her children witnessing their parents' divorce has been one of the most difficult aspects of the process. Yet, despite her emotional turmoil, she recognizes that this may be the only way forward. It's a complicated situation, a close confidant shares. Kyle loves her family, and she loves Mauricio. But she's been dealing with so much emotionally for a while now. She needs to put herself first, and that's something that's not easy for her to do. For Mauricio, too, the divorce represents a significant personal challenge. As a successful businessman, he's used to navigating high-stakes deals and complex negotiations, but this is a different kind of battle. The breakdown of his marriage has forced him to confront a side of himself that he's long tried to avoid. He has been described as someone who doesn't enjoy airing his personal life in public. But the reality of the situation has made it impossible for him to keep up the facade. Both Kyle and Mauricio have spoken publicly about the difficulties they've faced in their relationship, but neither has openly acknowledged the divorce, despite the mounting speculation. They are both still holding on to the hope that somehow they can avoid going public with the details of their split. But it seems that the truth is catching up with them. As Kyle and Mauricio continue to navigate the emotional and practical challenges of their impending divorce, there is a sense of inevitability surrounding the situation. Neither of them wants to be the one to make the final decision, but at some point, they both know that the time has come to let go.